Yo, what up, YouTube? We back with another video, man. Listen, man, I came across some very good information. Things that I've already been studying and understanding, not understanding, but reading on. And it's all just full circling, right? So listen, I'm speaking to a lot of former athletes right now. So I've been where you at, man. I've been where you at. Former athlete, having a high drive, want to be successful, want to go to the NBA, want to play at the most highest level you could possibly play at, right? Now we get to the point where we don't succeed. We don't hit that peak. We get to that peak, but we gave it our all, and we just know, like, yo, this ain't it. But everybody around you, man, they so used to you being a basketball player. They so used to you wanting to strive to go to the NBA. Now you just sitting there stuck, almost like you feel like a failure to your whole entire family, to the people that looked up to you, because you truly believe that you're gonna make it to the NBA, right? So I'm coming to y'all, man, through lived experience, right? Through going through a spiritual awakening, I would say, and through deep study and introspection, and actually learning about who I am. And it's so funny because I tell myself, that's why I feel so bold, because I'm really living it. And I've been through some just things that just be like, what? Like, why? And it's giving me confidence in a way. It's the most craziest thing, right? And a lot of us who I'm talking to, it's hard to find our way because I don't feel like you meant to follow it. You're not meant to follow everybody's blueprint. Everybody got their own way to success. Everybody have their own journey to success. There's no cookie cutter. If you interview 100 different entrepreneurs, they're going to all give you 100 different ways. You know what I mean? But there are certain things, certain foundations that they establish. So I just want you to know, man, and I always say this, I repeat this a lot in my videos, that you're not lost, man. You just outgrown that old identity of that basketball player, because you're bigger than that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about what's on my mind and what I was looking at today, because it just hit me. And these are all things that I've been studying, and I finally had the time and the focus to really focus on this passage in this video and this message that came across today. And I don't even know how to put it in. I don't know how to structure it and give it to you. I'm gonna just give it to you the best way I can. And I just hope it makes sense. Like I always tell y'all, man, don't listen to me. Find out for yourself. Experiment. Figure out what works for you. I'm just giving you from my perspective and my opinion, and try to be as unbiased as much as I can, because that's what helped me. Hearing people's unbiased opinions helped me understand more about myself and more about the universe and how the manifestation helps in manifestation and everything like that. I'm gonna just start off saying it, man. Listen, freedom starts when you stop performing and start flowing from presence, right? A lot of times we had this athlete, we were athletes, so we had this role we had to perform at, right? But that doesn't mean that's your true truth. That don't mean that's your true purpose. That was a gateway. That was a passage. That was a stepping stone. And everything that you've learned from that moment, everything you've built from that, you use it for now. Use it for this moment now, right? And I ask myself daily, right? Because there are times where you even for some people that reach that success, right? They never feel fulfilled. And now we in a place where we not playing basketball no more, man. So we that character that we were no longer fits the new mold that we're going into, the new times that we're moving into. And I tend to ask myself, right? I try to do this each and every day. Am I present in my truth right now? Am I present in my truth? Or am I just trying to play a role, people please, be the person they expect me to be? Right? And like I said, this content might be all over the place a little bit. I'm trying to see how I can make it flow as I'm going. Cause at first when I set it up, it made sense. But now that I'm speaking, it's like, okay, I can flow it this way, I can flow it that way based off of how I'm talking. So this is the biggest thing I got from one of the biggest things I got from the video too. It says, you're not meant to grind reality into place. You're here to tune your field and observe it into form. Because I learned in the video today, well, I've been learning this, but it really just I don't know why it just clicked for me on me today. I don't know how to break this down, man. It's like, I don't know how to break this down for you. Is the best way I can put it, man. Your attention, whatever you focusing on, wherever you put your attention to, that's what manifests. That's the best way I can put it. So think about that. You are consciousness, right? Manifesting into the physical. So how you can apply this is focus less on the how and more on like, hey, what am I radiating right now? Where's my mind? Where's my focus? Where's my focus at? Am I in a feeling of lack? Am I in a feeling of abundance? You are what you attract. And this is feeding off of that too. It says, right, reality exists in infinite possibilities until you observe it. So these particles and everything that you don't see and don't look at, the molecules, the quantum in the molecules and everything, I don't know how to explain what the word is. They're constantly changing, right? And then once you look at them, once you observe them, your consciousness gives it a form. It's crazy. It's crazy. The guy is, what's his name? His name is Federico Fagin. Federico, his last name is Fagin. Faggin. This is all quantum physics, bro. These are all the things that they know that they don't teach us. And that's how they're able to manifest these things and control the masses. Through the lack of knowledge and through the lack of understanding. Because these concepts, they want structure. They want a system where it's this, is that. But in the universe, in the quantum physics world, it's not this or that. It's this, but once if you observe it, it can change. You can give it a different meaning. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's good information, man. So it's like whatever you deeply observe, focus on, and feel, you collapse into your lived experience. Your future is not fixed. It's chosen. That's free will. So I want you to visualize the version of yourself that has the life you want. Feel. Feeling is so important. Feel what it feels like to already, as if it already exists. Then act as that person. Right? So a lot of times people are like, "Yo, what is the meaning of life?" what is the meaning, right? What is the purpose? And due to this, listen to this quantum physics and a couple other guys, Sadhguru, the universe doesn't give you meaning, you assign it. Y'all, like, I wish, I'm gonna dig more into this information and I'm gonna come back on this video. I wish y'all really understood these concepts, and I wish I could articulate them better. For me, I know what it internally, I know what it feels like and what it means in my body. But trying to articulate these things is crazy work. But that also, once I learn how to articulate, that's when I know I really understand the information. I'm just giving y'all a glimpse of these things, and I want y'all to look it up because, like I said, these are things that I've been learning. My fault, y'all. I had some technical difficulties. I was speaking about meaning comes from you, right? You assign meaning to life. The universe doesn't give it. It's just a blank slate. It's just nothing. That's why you're so special. So pain, loss, transition, these are all blank canvases. You choose what they mean. And what I'm going through now in my life with this transition, I'm giving it meaning for my illumination. I'm giving these things that happen in my life a meaning. Like, for instance, think about perspective. Think about how many different perspectives there are in this world. Someone might get into an accident and might look at it as, hey, okay, cool, I got to slow down. Some people might look at the accident and be like, and trip out. Like, there's so many different perspectives. We all have a different level of consciousness. So in life, it might not be what it is. It's really a blank canvas. This is why two people go through the same event and come out totally different with two different perspectives. And ask yourself this: what meaning am I giving to my current struggle? Change the meaning, and you change the outcome. Yo, this is like, these are things that I hear all the time through what I'm learning with Hermeticism and all these things. But when they're in a different perspective, in a different light, it kind of hits a little different, right? So the next part of it, I'm gonna skip that part. It's more geared towards me. It says your past was training, your present is alchemy. So everything you learned in the gym, on the field, under pressure was training for this exact moment, for you. And that's what I said in the last videos. Transmutation. Taking what you learned, the principles, the discipline, the sacrifice that you learned in basketball, and put it into your everyday life with whatever you got going on. Now you use these tools, the vision, the resilience. You use that to build inner, as within, so without. It starts within, right? So you're not here just to. You're here to embody these things that you want, because you, like I said before, you are what you attract what you are. So a lot of these things are frequencies. And in the video, it talks about too, it says intention, attention, and consciousness. Attention, intention, and consciousness. Those three things can change your entire life. Because like I said, it's a blank canvas. So what your intention is, like my intention is to help people. My intention is to spread my story, to help others who might be going through what I'm going through as a former athlete. Focusing my attention on bringing you guys the best content. Focusing my attention on creating wealth, generating wealth, becoming the best version of myself, and highlighting it, which is increasing my consciousness. So what you do and how you do. Well, didn't I talk about this before? Millionaires, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. That's the intention. You know what I'm saying? Purpose, alignment, plus consistency equals success. Speak abundance, act from it, feel it now. And these are some affirmations that I came up with Um, I'm a creator of reality, not a prisoner of circumstance. My passion leads me. My presence creates wealth. I collapse the timeline of success by choosing it now. That's the quantum leap. Because we always think about the future. You quantum leap by thinking about now, being in the now, because that's the only thing. And that's why in the video they were saying, like, you can't predict the future. You just have to let reality play out. Because it's always changing based off of your consciousness. The observer looking at it is always changing. It's not a constant set. Matter is not constant and set. And I wish I could break that down more. But that's what it is. So it's like I embody purpose, alignment, and infinite creation, infinite abundance, infinite money, whatever you want to call it. So man, listen, I'm gonna close up. I don't know what happened. My video shut off. I guess the camera died. So if you ever felt stuck, right? Remember, you give meaning to these moments in your life. And you're not broken. Right? It's because your soul is calling you to create something bigger than the system that, you know what I'm saying, that then the system gave you. You're here for a higher purpose. You're here for to lead the way. So I'm gonna leave you with this. You have the power to assign meaning, collapse reality, and become the highest version of yourself, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. So listen, my brothers, for former athletes, sisters, who are on this journey, right? You're not who you used to be. Things are changing. You're becoming more conscious. And from that space, you can create more for your life, more happiness, more money, more power, more peace. And not chase it, but you embody it. Because you are what you create. You attract what you are, who you are. And like I tell y'all, man, don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Research, experiment. Sit with yourself. Watch these, look up these different things on YouTube. A lot of my information I got from YouTube, and then I would read their books. But let me see if I got the book, man. I'm gonna show y'all what. I don't have it. I don't have it here today. I'm gonna show y'all in the next one. I'm gonna show y'all a couple books that really triggered and started this whole revolution. I like that revolution. But man, listen, I know what I'm here for, man. Don't play small. Don't, like, truly anything is possible, and it's crazy, man. As I'm watching this video and listening to this, I just have to focus I have to have the right intention with the right attention with the right consciousness. Embody it, feel it. Is the feeling that gets it. It's crazy, man. And you give meaning to every circumstance in your life. You have the power. Your words are powerful. Spell. The spell you're given. And what does the Bible say, right? It says, and what God created. I can't even think. I'm trying to be all biblical, and I don't even know what he said. But he said something about how he created the world. Like, I can't remember what he said, but it was the Genesis story. He spoke. all this correlates. All this has a meaning. You just got to dig deep into what it truly means. People overlook it, but he spoke. So, listen, man. I need y'all to join me on this journey, man. We need to lead. We need to become and elevate this consciousness of the world. That's what we're here for. I know, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know I got a rebellious heart. And it's always been in me, bro. I've always been that kid. I always wanted to challenge people. That didn't mean I wanted to fight everybody, but I definitely wanted to challenge the so-called biggest and baddest. And I know in college, that's why I started guarding the best player, not because I wanted to. It was just that's what I wanted to do. So I know, and then I also know a little bit more about myself, and I understand where that comes from and how it's a part of me. And I have that for a purpose. It's not just it's bigger than basketball. You get what I mean? So I don't know where I was going with that, but listen, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I really enjoyed this, man. I'm gonna dig more. I'm gonna dig deeper into this as well. So I have way more illustrations and metaphors to articulate what I want to say. But it's powerful, man. It's powerful. So man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Peace.